city and place. Go to this new city places. If I select Hyderabad, I was supposed to get Hyderabad places. Right now what you are finding? All the places you are finding. I don't want to show all the places. I want to show only a particular places related to that city. If I choose a Bangalore, Bangalore places should come. Chennai, Chennai places should come. So based on the city what I selected, corresponding places has to come. So how do you give this? Look at the point. Setup, build, create. Then we had objects, customer. Then we had field dependencies. New field dependency. Field dependency and a new field dependency. Here we are having controlling field. Now one field is trying to control the value of another field. One field is trying to control the value of another field. So what I am doing here? Controlling field. Which field can be a controlling field? Now it can be a pick list, or it can be a checkbox, or it can be a pick list, or it can be a checkbox. Now when I say pick list, look at the point. It can be a pick list or it can be a checkbox. Active is a pick list, is a checkbox field. City, pick list. Places, pick list. Type, pick list. So controlling field can be any one of the pick list field or a checkbox field. Now I am giving a city. Dependent field. Dependent field can be a pick list field or a multi-select pick list field. Dependent field can be a pick list or multi-select pick list field. It can be a pick list field or a multi-select pick list field. Now what was this? That's it. Check with the internet speed, boss. Video lagging is with respect to internet speed. Now a dependent field. What is the dependent field? It can be a pick list field or a multi-select pick list field. So what happened? City is a pick list, language is a multi-select, place is a pick list, type is a pick list. So controlling field is a pick list or a checkbox. Dependent field is a pick list or multi-select pick list field. Right. Okay. Now we are choosing places. City, places. If I choose the city, which places should be displayed? Here are the controlling fields. Here are the dependent fields. Options in the controlling field are given here. Options in the dependent field are given here. If I select Bangalore, Martali, include electronics. Chennai, we have Tambaram, Krompe. Hyderabad, we have SR Nagar and LB Nagar. Pune, we have Shivaji Nagar and Injawadi. Right. What was this? Based on the city, I was giving corresponding places. Go to the customer now. New. What happened? City. What are the places we have? Sanagar. Based on the city, we have corresponding. I hope you are good with this. Now what was this? Controlling field and dependent field. Boss, if you are choosing any one of the pick list field as a controlling field, if you are choosing any one of the pick list field as a controlling field, then that field cannot have more than 300 options. Generally, pick list field will have how many options? Pick list field will have 1000 options. But if you are choosing pick list field as a controlling field, it cannot have more than 300 options. I hope you are good with this. What is the navigation we had? Setup, build, create objects, customer, field dependency, new controlling field, choose the controlling field, choose the dependent field, choose the options. If this is checked, if you want to uncheck it, exclude. I hope you are good. I hope you are good with this. Okay. So let me give you theoretical information. Field dependency. If the value of one field control the value of another field, then we call it as field dependency. If the value of one field control the value of another field, then we call it as field dependency. Then we call it as field dependency. Controlling field should be a picklist field or checkbox. Controlling field can be a picklist field or a checkbox field. Controlling field should be a picklist field or a checkbox field. If you choose picklist field as controlling field, if you choose picklist field as a controlling field, then it cannot have more than this option. Dependent. Picklist or multi-select. Dependent field can be a picklist or multi-select picklist field. Controlling field should be a checkbox or picklist. I hope you are good. So what is the navigation you are following? Setup, create, object, object name. Then we have custom fields and relation, field dependency. Choose the controlling field. Choose dependent field. Select the options. So basically, value of one field is trying to control the value of another field. Value of one field is trying to control the value of another field, which we are calling as field dependency. I hope everyone is good. Followed everyone? Clear for everyone? Let's go to the next concept. We have seen creation of object, creation of fields, creation of tab, creation of application. So in the application we have group of tabs. Tab is for accessing object. Then in the object we have a fields. Every object will have 4 types of pages. What are they? Home page, edit page, detail page, list view page. Every object will have home page, edit page, detail page, list view page. Home page, edit page, list view page. Okay, right boss? And detail page. Is that was clear? Now, once you create a record, how do you create a record? Now you are supposed to create a record. How do you create a record? Click on the tab, click on new, enter the data. The moment I create a record, what will happen? ID will be generated. Now you are able to see the ID. The moment you create a record, what is happening? ID will be created. I hope you are good with this. Now, can I create a custom field on standard objects? Yes. Now, Salesforce has created an account. As per the Salesforce, they have created some field. But according to your business, whatever the data that is available, if it is not suitable, you are supposed to create a custom fields. Are you getting my point? Okay. Now, we got objects, fields, relation. Fields we got, and we got tabs. Now I want to create some fields which are called formula fields. Now formula field means value of this field is calculated based on the existing data. We want to compute some value based on the existing data. Formula fields, where formula is also one of the data type. Where formula is also one of the data type. Formula is also one of the data type. So let us see how to create a formulas. Now let me give you, listen carefully everyone. Small logic writings will be there, understand it carefully. It is a data type available. Value of this field is calculated based on the data in the record. Right. When you are creating a formula, there are 2 types of formula: simple formula and advanced formula. You simply want to calculate the value using operators like addition, subtraction, multiplication. It is a simple formula. You want to use some functions, logarithm functions, mathematical functions, string functions. You want to apply some complex logics, then we call it as advanced formula. So the formulas what we are creating are classified into 2 types: simple formula and advanced formula. Simple formula means values are computed based on the existing data with simple operators. Advanced formula means if you want to apply any complex logic to calculate the value, we call it as advanced formula. I hope you are good with this. Okay. Now let me give you. Formulas are classified into 2 types: simple formula and advanced formula. Mahesh, mute your mic. People,
Hello.
once you join, mute your mic.
Okay, sir.
People, once you join the class, mute your mic. Right. Now, so formulas classified into simple formulas Values of this field are computed using simple logics. Data available on the record. So when you say advanced formula, values of these fields are computed based on complex logic using predefined functions provided by Salesforce. So we have simple formulas and advanced formulas. So at the time of creating a formula, they are saying was, if you are trying to create a formula, the result should be in which format. When you are calculating some value, the result of this value should be in which format. So at the time of creating the formula itself, we have to specify what is the format of your result. So before creating the formula only, we are supposed to tell what is the format in which we are supposed to get the result. Right, boss? So what was this? Every formula in the Salesforce will give result in the form of we have checkbox, we have so if you are creating any formula that you create, result has to be in the form of either a checkbox, which is nothing but true or false, currency, date time, text, number, percent, time. Any formula that you write in the Salesforce, result has to be in any one of these formats. Any formula that you write in the Salesforce, result has to be in any one of these formats. What is it? Checkbox, currency, date time, text, number, percent, and time. The result has to be in any one of these formats. Okay. So let us see how to create a formula. Now, let me create a basic one. Navigation. Setup. Build. Object name. Custom fields. Custom fields and relation. So, step number 1, choose the data type as previously we have chosen the data type as text, number, phone, okay, date and time. Now we are choosing the data type as formula. So formula is also one of the data type. Formula is also one of the data type. Choose the formula, enter the field details, or choose return type. enter the field details, choose the data type, choose return type, enter the field details, enter the formula, check the syntax, check syntax, next, next. This is how we have created, right, boss? Now let us see on the screen. Setup, build, create. Then we have object, customer, custom fields and relation, new. So what is the data type we have? Formula. Choose the formula. Next, enter the details. Bonus, name of the field bonus. It is saying what type of result you are expecting. I told I am expecting a result in the form of currency. I am expecting a result in the form of currency. Okay. Then write the simple formula advanced. Now I want to say bonus annual revenue into 10%. 10% of your annual revenue is the bonus. Now I wrote some calculation. Then scroll down. What we have? Check syntax. No errors. Next. Next. Right. Formula field is created. Now, where can you see this formula field? Formula field is visible only on the detail page. After you enter the data, formula field values are calculated. We have bonus. Where are the formula fields visible? On the detail page. If you are trying to create a new record, formula field will not be visible. If you are trying to create a new record, formula field will not be visible. Formula fields are visible only on detail page of the record. Formula fields are visible only on the detail page of the record. Formula fields are visible only on detail page of the record. Are you clear? Right. Now let us see this. Customer, new. Are you able to see bonus? Bonus will be coming after the record is saved. Formula field values are calculated after the record is successfully saved. I hope you are good. Okay. Let me put that point here. Okay. Now let us go to the advanced formulas. When you want to go with advanced formulas, we need to go for some calculation, some predefined functions. What are those predefined functions? First predefined function is blank. If the value of the field is blank, it is going to give you true. If the value of the field is blank, it is going to give you true. Now, when do I use is blank? Is blank I am going to use for text fields. If I want to compare any text fields, if I want to check the value of any text field, if I want to check value of any text field is entered or not, whether email is entered or not, whether the last name is entered or not, whether the phone number is entered or not, then I will go for is blank. Is blank I generally use for what? Checking string fields, text fields, is blank. If the value of the field is not entered, if the value of the field is not entered, it will return true. Then it is used for comparing Used for comparing text fields. Example. If email is not entered, is null. If you want to check whether the numerical field values are entered or not, if you want to check whether numerical values, age, salary, bonus, if I want to check whether numerical field values are entered or not, then I will go for is null. Is blank is used for comparing text values. Is null is used for comparing numerical values. I hope you're good. Is null of salary. If the value of salary is not entered, the next we have is blank is null. If so what happened? I am giving a condition here. If this condition is true, statement 1 will come. If the condition is false, statement 2 will come. If this for what? If the given condition if the given condition is false, then it will return statement 2. If the given condition is true, then it will return statement 1. If the given condition is false, it will give you statement 2. Example I am giving. If age is above 40, then say selected. Otherwise, not selected. So what I am giving, if why I am giving underscore C? Custom field. If age is above 40, selected, otherwise not selected. Otherwise I say, if salary is entered, then bonus is 40% of salary. Otherwise 3,000. Otherwise bonus is 3,000. If salary entered, if the salary is entered, then bonus is 40%. So what I will do? Salary. How do you know is it entered or not? Is null of. If the salary is not entered, then it will be true. Is null of salary means if salary is not entered, it will be true. So if salary is not entered, what is the value? 3,000. If salary is not entered, it is going to be 3,000. If salary is entered, I hope you are good with this. I gave a condition. If condition is true, statement 1 will come, otherwise statement 2 will come. I hope you are good. Okay. Let us take a use case on this now. With the combination of 1, 2, 3 statements, let us create a use case. On which object we are creating? Object. On the lead object. What is the field name? Lead score. Field name is lead score. Return type. We are expecting a number. What type of value we are expecting? Number. On the lead object, we are creating a field called lead score, and we are expecting the result in the form of number. What is the requirement? Field name. We gave last, okay, first name entered or not. If first name is not entered, 0 points. Entered, 10 points. Now what was this? Was, let us say there are 100 students in this classroom now. Out of these 100 students, now all of you have made an inquiry to Captain Info Solution that we are looking for a Salesforce course. Now my reception has to start making a call to the student. From whom should she make a call? Now we received 100 inquiries saying that we are looking for a Salesforce training. I asked my telecaller to make a call to the student and get some more details about the student. Now she has to start making a call. Out of these 100 students, whom should she make a call? Now we'll categorize people who have provided valid data. They should get more points. Like rating, I am going to give 5-star rating, 4-star rating, 3-star rating, 2-star. Whoever is getting the 5-star rating, my reception will start making a call to those people first. After 5-star, 4-star, then 3-star, then 2-star. What is that? We are qualifying the student. Now, simply if we give an email ID and say I am looking for a course, we cannot give the details. Now you have sent the phone number. Is it valid or not? Is it working or not? Is it your phone number or not? Am I right? Most of us have a habit. We make an inquiry, number will be somebody else. Right? Am I right? So what was that? We want to verify whether it is authenticated or not. If all this data is right, I will contact you. So what is that? I am trying to qualify you. On what basis? If you enter first name, I will give you 10 points. If you enter email, if you don't enter, 0 points. If you enter, 10 points. If you enter company, if you enter annual revenue, so if whoever is getting 50 points, I'll call them first. Boss, I require the following data: first name, email, company, annual revenue. If you give this data, I got my required information. This is enough for me to make a call to you, communicate with you, and get the requirement. Are you getting my point? Now, if you enter 10 points, don't enter 0 points. Now, how do you verify this? Look at the point. If first condition. What should I check? First name is entered or not. First name is a text or a number? First name is a text. Is it a is blank or is null? Because it is a text, I have to use is blank. If is blank of, if it is a blank, 0 points. Not blank, 10. Am I clear with this condition? If condition is true,
Yes.
statement 1. Condition is false, statement 2. If condition is true, statement 1. Condition is false, statement 2. Now what is the condition? Is the first name is blank or not? If it is blank, first one. Not blank, second one. I hope you're good. Plus, there's the first one. Plus, what is the second condition? Then if annual revenue greater than 0, 20 points, otherwise. Now condition 1 will give you 0 or 10. Condition 2 will give you 0 or 10. Condition 3 will give you 0 or 10. Condition 4 will give you 0 or 20. Sum up all the values. Then you get some score. Am I clear? Am I clear with this? Okay. Now you are going to get some score. Based on this score, I will identify your eligibility. So how do you create this? Lead is a standard object or a custom object? Lead is a standard object. Lead is a standard object. Basically, what is a lead? Any person or company who is making a interest on your product is called lead. Any person or organization who is showing interest on your product is called lead. I hope you are good. Now, set up, build, customize, set up, build, customize, leads. So here we have leads. Then scroll down, new field. We are giving lead score. Lead score will be, do you require decimal points? For score, I don't require decimal points. Simple formula, advanced formula, advanced. Why we are using if condition is blank? So what was that? If, let me copy paste. Why to write again? Check the syntax. Field company doesn't exist. Spelling mistake. Check the syntax. Next. We have created a, go to the lead. So look at this. Name is entered, company is entered, then annual revenue not entered, then we got email entered. So what is the score we received? Got score as, right? I hope you are good with this. Basic. We have learned 3 functions only. Is blank, is null, if condition. Is blank, is null, if condition. 3 functions only we have seen. Right, boss? Okay. Let us go to the next one. If you want to print a image, how do you print it? If you want to print an image, how do you print it? So let me give you. First, I'll Okay. Now let us go to this. How do you create a fields? Setup, lead. I can use menu also, right? I can use the menu also. What we have? New. What was this? Formula. Sub. Any image you are trying to display in the visual force, it will be a text. Images are considered as a text in the formulas. First, I'll give some dummy image. Check the syntax. Image. Some URL I give. Image, URL I give. Image, URL I give. I give testing. What was this? If that URL is not working, this message will be printed. Generally, when you load the web page, website, if image is not getting printed, you get a box, right? Cross mark with some message. That's what's called default message. What was the functionality I want to display? What was that? I want to use this image. Now you want to give these images. If you want to use the image, what is the functionality we had, boss? What is the functionality we had? Image. So let me give you fourth function. Image. URL default. Wait for a minute. 1 minute. Image URL. So what this will do? This will print the image in the record. Now I gave URL. This will print the image in the record. Based on the associated with the if the URL is not working, default message will be printed. Could you please mute your mics? Right. So this is how we are doing. Now the point is, how will you create that URL? The image should be there. There are two choices. One is either you take the images of the Salesforce. Salesforce has given some standard URLs, as you asked. Salesforce has given some standard URLs. I want to use that images. No, boss, I have my own image which I want to print. Then we have to upload our image in the Salesforce. There are two choices what we have. One is using the Salesforce given images. Second one is uploading your images and using them. So how to upload your images? What is the navigation? Please look at the navigation, everyone. Because that ICICI I have created it. It is not Salesforce, right? Setup. Develop. Static resource. Step 1. Step 1. What is step 1? Enter the image name. Choose the image. Specify the image as public. Right, boss? Then once you save it, you get a URL. What is the URL here? Slash. What is the URL we received? Resource slash. Resource slash. Where was that? Resource slash. The resource also have an ID. ID followed by resource name. I hope you are good. I hope you are good with this. Clear for everyone? Right. This is if you want to create your own URL. You want your own image. Salesforce also given some URLs, boss. Let me use Salesforce given URLs. Now, how you have created Salesforce also given its own URL. Let me give you the URLs what Salesforce has given. Now, I want to create rating amount. 5-star rating symbol, 4-star rating. Yeah, you can look at this. This is the image what Salesforce has. Okay. Now, why you are going for this? If you have yes or no, we will go with if else. If true, do this. Else, do this. If I have multiple choice, if true, do this. Else, do this. Now I have multiple choice. If city is Hyderabad, this is the result. If city is Bangalore, this is the result. City is Chennai, this is the result. City is Pune, this is the result. Then what we have? We have multiple options. When you have multiple option, what is the probable solution? Case. If you want to compare yes or no, if condition. If you want to compare with multiple, if you have multiple options, we'll go with the case. Only two option, if else. Multiple options, case. So how the case will be defined? Expression. If this expression gives, if expression gives value 1, then result 1 will come. If it gives value 2, this is how we go. If the expression gives value 1, result 1 will come. Value 2, result 2. Value 3, result 3. Or else result 4. Now my condition is, boss, if you are getting a score 50, 5-star URL. Score 40, 4-star URL. Score 20, 2-star URL. So what is that? We have option of 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 0. Now multiple options are there. If there are only two options, I will choose if else. When there are multiple options, I will go with if there are multiple options, we will go with case. So how do I give it? Case. Case. Then we have 50. what I have? If the score is 50, 500, 5-star image, 4-star image, 3-star image. What was that? Finally, this will give you what? Is it going to print a image or it is going to print a URL? It will only give URL. We are not printing a image. How will you print an image? Image URL. If I give URL to a image, it will print. This will give you what? This will give you what? 50 means image samples star 500. That is the output. Are you getting my point? Are you clear about this? Followed or not? Yes or no?
No, no, sir.
Let me give you this. Next. Rating URL. What we are going to get? Next. Next. I am simply copy pasting it. I hope you followed this example. So what was that? If the score is 50, 5-star URL. Check the syntax. Check the syntax. Next. Next. Next, next, and save. Now this is how we got it. Next, next, and save. So go to the lead. What did you get? We received only URL. It is not printing a message because we told if it is 50, give this URL, 40, this URL. Now what we require? We require a URL or image? We require image. So what I am doing? Creating one more formula. New. Next. Rating. What we have? Text. Image. Where is the URL? We have stored the URL in one of the field. What is that field?
Rating URL.
Check the syntax. Now here we need to give. If URL is not working, image not. Default message. If the URL is not working, this message will come. Check the syntax. No errors. Next. So we got. So we have 50. So we got 5-star rating. I hope you are good. Clear for everyone? This is how. Now I will create a use case. Return type. Based on the score. Based on the score, return the URL. So requirement. This is how we created. I hope you are good with this. Everyone is good? Clear? Right, Amma? Okay. Now, let us go to next functions. I hope everyone has followed these examples. Right, boss? I hope everyone has followed these examples. Right? So, basically what we are doing, we are trying to create, formulas based on the data what is available. We are trying to calculate the values based on the data what is available. I hope you are good. Okay. So let me give you some more functions. What is today? This will return today's date. This will return today's date. Now we have date. What was this? This will create instance of a date. This will create instance of a date. Then we have today, now, date, date. Date value. What was this date value? If we give date and time, it will give you date. Convert the date and time into date. This will convert the date and time into date. This will convert the date and time into date. How do you find these functions? There are a lot of functions available, boss, but know what they are. Let us not begin too much on this. So you are finding here. What was this? Date and time. So what we have? Date time value. So it will convert timestamp into date. So date, time, timestamp also expression. Returns year, month, day of the GMT time value. Date, time value, timestamp. Timestamp will take what? There is a date and time, date, year, month, day, hour, minute, second. Then other way again, date. Next we are going with it. Year, month, day, hours, minutes, seconds. Which format? GMT or which format? Which time zone? GMT or which time zone? In which time zone we are taking? So date time value. So what is this? Date time value. This will convert year, month, day, The next, add months. Now I want to say current month plus 2 months, current month plus 4 months. First, if you want to know which month is this, if I give a date, I want to get that month. Now get me all the application forms submitted in the month of March. Get me all the leads which are closed in the month of February. Get me all the leads which are created in the month of November. So I want to get the month of the date. So what we have here? Month. This will written month in the given date. Month of today gives 8. Add months. This will add given number of months. Apply date dot add. For the applied date, it is adding 2 months. Are you getting my point here? Right, boss? Similarly, we get the other things. What are the other functionalities we have? Get the day, get the month, get the day, get the hour, get the millisecond, get the minute, get the. These are regular things which you know. Regular things which you know. These are the regular things which you know. So day. Is given 27th. Only after any year after 1900 will be given. So if you give minutes, the rest all the things you can do, you can check, boss. The rest all the things you can check. Seconds, minutes, okay. So basically, we want to convey that we have some functions which will help you to work on days, date and time. We have some functions which will help you to work on date and time. So we have expression, minutes, seconds, so on. Now let us take one use case. How many days back you have modified the record? When did you modify the record lastly? How many days back you have modified the record? Or else I want to know how many days back you have created this record. I want to know the age of the record. I want to know when the record was modified lastly. So what was the use case? Requirement. When was the record? How many days back the record was created? How many days back the record was created? So we already have a one standard field. What is that field? First today. Today will give you today's date. We already have created date, which is a standard field. Am I right? But the created date is what? Date and time. If you want to find out number of days, both should be date fields only. But the created date is what? Date and time. So what should I do? Convert the date and time into date value of. So when you say date value of created date, it will convert the date and time into date. Today minus when the record was created. This will give you how many days back the record was created. I hope you are good. Everyone has followed? Right, boss? Okay. So that's all from my end for the day. We'll continue with the extensions tomorrow. Any further queries from your end on this topic?